favorite MC. Keep your 40 out, just
Hey, welcome back to the Good Morning Artesia radio show. And let's see, what am I looking at on Facebook? Is it Arts Council or Artesia Arts Council? That's what I need to pull up? Okay. I got the truck from the Heirloom Acres, which I think is just so cool. That 78 Ford pickup truck there.
It would be helpful if I move this.
That they call this truck Greenie. And I'm looking at the truck and I'm thinking, that ain't green. And then he said, well, it was at one time.
That is so funny.
So let's see.
So
I'm
it's
looking
the
up
old faded greenie.
Artesia Arts Council. Is that what I'm looking up?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Artesia. How do you spell Artesia? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
There it is. Now, when we were pulling up the Heirloom Acres, it's Heirloom Acres on Facebook, and she said, yeah. And I said, I can't spell. So I had to have her spell heirloom and then acres to make sure that we found the right deal. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing pretty good. Finally started, was a bit hoarse this, earlier this week, and now I actually finally am starting to sound more like myself.
Well,
so
still, don't take the liquid ivermectin.
Not if you want like kidney failure or liver failure. I think it's liver failure.
Is that still things people are okay?
Yes, it's still a thing.
Okay.
But she said she was a little hoarse.
Oh, nay.
Anyway, all right.
Just call me Pony.
Horrible joke. I am so sorry.
No, it's okay.
They did that. Well, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with Art in the Park and bring us up to date on how we're doing with that?
Yeah, so Art in the Park is moving right along. Vendors have until October 10th to sign up, and we get messages every day. So there should be quite a few vendors selling just about anything you can think of.
Good.
We're pretty impressed with the things that people come up with. Some of them I never even thought. I'm like, I craft that or whatever. Like, didn't even think. I think we have a lady who she puts together kits, like first aid kits, different sorts of kits. She designs the boxes, fills them, and I'm like, that is actually really handy, probably, to have just, a personalized kit for yourself. So,
do we have a first aid kit here?
Oh. We did a run at the theater where, we had, some really old first aid stuff that needed to be purged.
Yep.
And then I was like, we only have, one in the very front of the building. It is a big building, so she went and got them, and we spread them all over the place.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I think we need to do the same thing, because you never think about it until you need it.
And then someone's like, I'm bleeding, or something. Yes.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm still pretty sure that I saved the Ocotillo from going up in spontaneous combustion flame, because I found I found thousands of
Splenda.
No, not Splenda. The pink
the other
stuff,
one.
Sweet and Low.
Sweet and Low.
That was expired. I didn't even know that stuff expired.
Well, I didn't know that it exploded.
Oh, I don't know if it really does.
Okay.
Well, it's because the coffee creamer,
the powdered coffee creamer is apparently flammable.
They can be flammable. So
it kind of reminds me of the old joke. You've heard the old joke. Why is there an expiration date on sour cream? Because what is sour cream?
It's technically spoiled milk.
That's right. So why is there an expiration date on it?
Maybe it's before it starts, you have so much time before it begins to truly mold. I don't know.
So maybe that'll be something that'll be
Does blue cheese have an expiration date? Because isn't that...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Great question.
What about aged beef?
Well, it depends on the age. Anyway, let's...
we have sidetracked.
So you still have room for more vendors.
We have room for more vendors and food trucks.
Okay.
So if you guys are interested, call us, which is 575-746-4212, or you can message us on Facebook and provide us with your email, and we will email you all of the information that you need.
Yep.
Now, I'm wondering if I'm on the old...
It's not the one with the logo, or it's going to be the one that has the Art in the Park logo.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think I landed on the wrong Facebook page, but it's not up there on the screen now, so I'll try to find the right one. This is a 2-day event this year, which is new. I mean, there's a couple of new things. One, it's at J.C. Park.
Yes.
Instead of Central Park.
Yes.
And two, it's a 2-day event.
Yes. We're very excited.
Okay, so where do you want to talk about first on that? The 2-day.
So the 2 days, all the vendors are really thrilled to be going 2 days. So I'm of the firm mind that if you can, I'm a window shopper, so sometimes I'm a little indecisive about what I want. But let's say you go on Friday, you look around, you see a wonderful like painting of a galaxy or something that you really want, but you're not really sure you want to spend the money. Well, now you slept on it, and you slept on it, you dreamed about it. You're going to come back and buy that.
That's right.
Instead of you only saw it one day, and then you might have gotten the vendor's card, and then you've lost it, or you just never contact them, right?
Right.
So on top of that, then there's food trucks. So you're not having to leave the event to go find food.
Right.
You have time to eat, you know, and there's playground equipment if you have your kids with you. So the kids are playing, you're eating. You're like, I think we have some more time to shop, instead of, oh, we only stayed like for, 30 minutes because there was a lot of people, and you know what I mean? So people stay and eat and shop, or sleep on it and shop some more, and I think that just benefits the vendors more, and it benefits the community more.
Well, I think too, the vendors take a little bit of time to set up the booth.
Oh yes, they do.
And they set it up, and then they tear it down, and they take a lot of time. But now that they know that it's going to be there over an additional day, they can maybe take a little more time to really set up a fantastic booth.
Yeah, I was talking to two of our featured artists, and Justin took his skulls to an event where it was, and he's like, dang, it takes me 2 hours to set up and 2 hours to tear down, and it's a 4-hour event.
Yeah.
To sell some of his skulls. And then I think it was Mike was telling me there was one that he was looking at that was only like a 2-hour show. I'm like, how does that work?
And speaking of both of them, they'll be at the Art in the Park.
They'll be at the Art in the Park.
So Justin will have a booth, and Mike is going to do a chalk demonstration.
Okay.
So
where will all this be? Because when I go out to J.C. Park, there's the first entrance, there's the second entrance.
Okay, so you can enter either through the first or second entrance, and the 2 streets, like, so you come in, there's those 2 streets. So we're going to be within that area.
Okay.
Right up front, so you don't have to look too hard. Plenty of parking for everybody to come in, and we won't be butting up against the families doing soccer.
Okay.
Or going back to the fields.
Like on the other part of the park.
Yep.
You'll have lots of porta potties, I hope.
Yes.
Because there like are none out there.
No, we'll have porta potties and hand washing stations, as well as some extra light towers to provide more light in the evening.
Okay.
Yep.
And so it starts on Friday. Is it all day on Friday, or does it get started in the afternoon?
It gets started at 4 p.m. on Friday.
4 p.m. on Friday.
So, people get off of work. Some do get off a little bit early, but kids are definitely out of school by then. So you have time to go home, freshen up, come out, get dinner, and shop.
And the nice thing about that is, too, the vast, and I mean vast, majority of our vendors will be doing both days. Like, we've got a handful, maybe 4 that are going to do Saturday only. So you'll still get to see the bulk of the show, even if you can't make it out Saturday.
Okay. Well, that's good, because there's a lot of things that people get involved in, and maybe Saturday they can't find time to get out there.
Yeah. And so they can come Friday evening. Maybe you're like, hey, we want to have a date night even. Come out. We're working on having some music going on that evening.
I can see that date night. You can buy anything you want up to $50.
Yes, with a limit. I don't know that that's going to go over well.
No, that's why I picked that number. It's a terrible number. That's what I tell our broadcast crews when they go out of town on a sports trip. You can eat anywhere you want. You can eat anything you want, up to $7 each.
Wow. There's your budget. Stick to it.
I can get a cup of coffee.
Yes. Today, yes.
And that's about it. So that's good. So that's over the two days, and there's no cost to get into the park, or there's no cost for admission.
No.
And then now, do you have any other than the artist booths on Friday? Do you have anything special planned? Any entertainment, music, or anything for Friday night?
Yes, so we're working on having a DJ out on Friday evening, so there will be music.
Okay.
And working the usual with the band and the cakewalk.
Okay.
So
that's
on the next
Saturday.
day.
On Saturday, yeah.
Yes.
And Lisa sent me the schedule of which bands are playing on Saturdays.
Yes.
So we have that now that we can start sharing with folks. Looks like they're going to start at
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
With band music throughout the day.
They go 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then they have...
Well, the beginner band is 10 to 12. Or
10. Beginning band is 10 to 11. Advanced beginning band is 11 to 12. The junior high band is 12 to 1:30. The high school band is 1:30 to 3:45.
Okay. And where will the cakewalk be set up? Will they be in the road or?
Okay, so on those two streets, right? So the second one that's farthest from the entrance, they're going to be on that corner.
Okay.
So they'll have the cakewalk laid out there, and then the cake van will be right next to it, and then the band. So they're going to be in like a centralized area this year, instead of like, ooh, we did it, and then we have to go find our cakes, walk back. No, they're all going to be in one general area. So you'll go from purchasing to cakewalk to get your cake and off.
Excellent.
Like, I still have a flute. I wonder if I could like sneak in there with Ferdinand and just play a couple of
guest starring
some random chick.
Yes.
and they won't notice, right?
I think I'm a little older than, I hope they notice. If I look like I'm still 18, heck
No,
yeah.
I meant from the music, the
Oh, from
playing, the
music.
playing of the flute.
Well, I'm hoping I'm still good enough. I would make them sound a little better. No, I'm just kidding. Our band's great. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. I would hope I wouldn't be bad enough to like take away from the quality.
Oh,
of
yeah.
the stuff.
Oh, where are all those sharp off-key notes? Oh, it's Lindsay.
To be fair, flute is one of the more difficult instruments to tune, and piccolo is infinitely harder to tune, and my college band used to march 6 of us out there, so you can imagine how that sounded. No, that's horrible. I shouldn't say that. I love the Tarleton State Sound and the Fury, just in case they ever hear the sound bite. Oh, man, I'm never going to be invited to any alumni events ever again.
And that's if they're listening on this far. But yeah. So we've got all that, and we're pretty excited.
We'll send them a link.
Oh, there you go.
Get that taken care of. So that's coming up, and the weekend for the Art in the Park is
The 15th and 16th.
15th and 16th, so it's just a couple weeks away.
Yes.
And so again, if you want to have a booth, you need to call Lindsey or Kandese and get on the list
or stop by when we're open. Pick up an application, sign up there. We do now take card, so you can pay cash, check, or card.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, yes.
Excellent. Do you take Apple Pay?
Yes.
There you go. I'm glad you do. Not that
We're getting with the
I'm just going to
times.
go buy a booth so I can use my watch to pay.
Fancy. He's like, I feel important. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was really sad is I bought an entire an iMac, and I paid for it with the watch. It's like, it works.
You're all like, yeah.
It does. Okay, George Casey tickets, how are
Yes.
those going?
They're going good. He is phenomenally fun. Just even talking to him over the phone. So
Yes,
if
I love his
case
accent.
people weren't like, oh, is he family friendly? He is family friendly. So if that's something you want to go out with kids to, or if you don't and you just want to have a date night, it's something to do, and it's our first performance since COVID started.
Oh, really?
In the
Okay.
theater.
I think you mentioned that before, but there haven't been any other.
Not professional shows like that, no.
Okay.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about time we actually have something in there that's not me wandering in there and singing random songs
Playing the flute.
to test out the acoustics, just to
Scaring
make sure
me,
that they
doing
still
stuff.
work.
Yeah.
Doing
so
your
yeah,
Sheldon
so
Cooper
he's
impersonation, right?
yeah.
Yes.
No, she does. Yeah. So, well, it's fun because then it's not
It's
quiet.
funny because it's true.
It's not quiet. But yeah. So we he'll be
So
here.
he's family friendly.
He's family
Bring
friendly.
the kids to enjoy.
or even just have a date night because we do have a special. If
Oh,
2
okay.
adult tickets for $50,
Okay.
and there's a limited amount of those.
Yeah, so make sure you guys
Tickets
call in
are-
and get those.
Tickets are $30
For
for
adults.
adults, $15 for kids, but you can do the date night too for $50. Okay.
Yeah. So you get $10 off.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, that sounds
or bring
great.
a friend. Like have friend night something.
Now, can you do you buy your tickets online or do you call? To buy?
You can buy them through the Facebook page, or you can call or come by.
Okay.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, by Friday, you'll be able to use our website because our new website is hopefully going live Friday.
Good.
That's the time, and we'll have a brand new, fully functional website that also does the event seating. So
good.
we're looking super forward to that. We won't have to rely on HTML coding anymore.
And go back to George. His concert is October 9th, so that's actually coming up
Yep.
before the
Yes.
before the Art in the Park.
Yep.
Now I have to ask. We have a governor who is worried about the COVID stuff.
Yes.
So this is an indoor event.
Yes.
What will be the requested COVID protocol for going to an indoor event at the Ocotillo Performing Arts?
Well, of course, don't come if you're sick. I feel like that's
Well, that's like,
that's
duh.
reasonable. You think you wouldn't have to say that, but people do it anyway.
I
If
understand.
you don't feel well, don't come. But we do ask, and George asks if you will wear your mask.
Okay.
We're not mask police. I'm not going to harass you about it, but that is what we've put that on the Facebook page as well as through the Square sales.
Right.
That you wear your mask.
Okay.
And as we place seating, right now everyone's pretty like spread apart. So we'll be working on making sure just that we can be as safe as possible.
Okay.
With everyone coming in to have a good time. And so that's what we're asking. We have hand sanitizer if you need it. But I think the really big push is if you don't feel well, stay home.
Yeah.
And if that's what
For sure.
happens, we can talk about whatever we need to if you've already bought tickets, because sometimes that's unexpected.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think that's really how right now we keep everyone safe is like, ooh, I feel, and the weather's changing.
Yes.
And so allergies are kicking up and all of that stuff. So if you feel like, oh, I think I have a fever.
I can see you guys having somebody on a spotlight, and then as soon as you hear a sniffle or a cough, you know.
Oh, it would be me. It would be me because I have allergies. And I'm
Also me
always
because
like,
I have allergies.
oh, is there coughing? Yeah, because my
I still
asthma
sound like I
attacks
swallowed
are
a weed
coughing
whacker.
fits.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, are you sick? I'm like, no, I can't breathe right now. I'm
It's
having
just
asthma.
just the allergies.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. Okay, well, we'll call to buy your tickets for George.
Yes.
575-746-4212. Be sure and request one of the 2 for $50
Yes.
specials.
Get those before they're gone.
Because that's a limited time on that. Okay, so we talked about George. We talked about Art in the Park. What else do you want to talk about?
Something to look forward to. We are working with the Aquatic Center for the second weekend in November to have a Harry Potter movie event.
Okay.
And there'll be Harry Potter
pool.
At the pool. And you
Okay.
can go and get sorted into your house, and we'll have painting and cookies and tournaments. So
And you never know, McGonagall might make an appearance.
Oh, and McGonagall might be making an appearance. So that's
So will this
something.
be in the pool area or outside?
In the pool area, inside.
Inside. Okay. All right. Well, so is there a chance somebody will get thrown in the pool?
I don't know. We'll have
Oh.
to see.
Guess
We've
I
been
better wear
talking
my water
about
wings.
potential Tri-Wizard tournament kind of events.
Yeah.
So that's just something to look forward to. That we're excited about.
Okay.
Of course, we have our
We
Harry
have-
Potter T-shirts on today.
I saw that.
Yeah, so we solemnly swear that we are up to no good. So
Yeah.
Oh no, mine's starting to crack. Maybe that's just me. I am really excited to announce that we do have our October Artist of the Month, Kirsten Moritzen.
Okay.
She's a local, guys, like right here in Artesia. She was excited. And so I'm like, kudos to Elizabeth for getting me my third Artist of the Month. And she is going to be bringing some of her paintings down, and she does these really cool, like, quilt looking squares that are made out of these wooden plaques. I actually have one at home and I love it. So I'm really excited to have her in the Ocotillo lobby. She's bringing her stuff in today. I actually moved all of Mike Campos' stuff down to the 510 building. I will be there tomorrow from 3 to 5. So if you would like to come in, we are now having open houses at the 510 gallery Monday all day 9 to 5 and Fridays from 3 to 5 to give you guys time, we were talking about give you time to get off work and just come down and bring the kids down, come see the art, check out the space. Hey, guess what? It's rentable. So if you have parties you want to throw, you can talk to Miss Elizabeth and you can have a really nice open space that will probably have art on the walls. So
With
you won't even
art
have to
on the wall.
decorate.
it's fancy. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we will be doing those through the end of the year. Obviously, with cognizance of holiday weeks, we probably won't be there. But
Sure.
come down, check it out. If you have any questions about the artist, hopefully I can answer them. I mean, I'm the one with my committee, And
Mike was fun to talk to when he was here last
yeah.
week, and so I'm sure you'll bring in
Kirsten.
and have her on.
Yeah.
You have a pop-up art
Competition
competition coming up too.
As well as, but before that, we do, starting tomorrow, parents will be able to call in or visit our Facebook page for a dance class.
Okay.
We'll have
With Alexis?
With Alexis.
Okay.
Yes. So she's going to be teaching private lessons, 45 minutes, jazz, tap, or lyrical, your
Okay.
choice,
All right.
for your student, and it's $160 for the 8 classes, and we'll be having that set up by tomorrow, and you guys can call in and get your kids signed up for jazz or tap or lyrical.
Yeah, there you go.
And those start on the 18th,
Yes.
according to the post here. But now's starting tomorrow, or when do they start?
Tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, you can sign your child up.
Okay. And what age group again?
3 and up.
3 and up.
3 and up.
She takes as young as 3, so
Okay. And as old as?
adults.
Me, I have taken classes with Alexis.
And we're not going to say her age on air, so.
I am 36. I don't care.
I didn't ask.
I know you didn't. That's why I'm throwing that out there. I'm weird. I don't care how old people, if they know how old I
Anyway,
am.
but yeah, she'll take all ages.
Yeah.
Okay. And she must be good because she just has one name.
Oh, yes. she's
Alexis.
Alexis.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that the lyrical one, is that where you're singing to songs?
No, we'll have to bring her so she can describe lyrical dance, because I am not 100%
so it has nothing
sure.
to do with the...
No, I know there's no singing involved, and she would be
I
like,
believe
Kandese,
it
do
has
not
to
make
do
me
with
sing.
the type of like movement. It's supposed to be very like lyrical moves. Granted, I'm not a dance expert by any means. So yeah,
you will
pop
make
up
movements that you will interpret. Okay,
Yeah.
so the pop-up...
art competition.
Art competition,
So
yeah.
if you guys are familiar with the pop art photo contests that we were doing there for a while, we are now doing an all media pop-up art contest. And hey, guess what? Or competition. And guess what? It's for ages 2 all the way up to 99. Heck, if we got anybody centenarians that want to come in, bring their art in. Okay, but this works a little differently.
Okay.
So you sign up, it's $5 an entry, limit 5, and you will be able to sign up for those soon. We've actually already got one application. And so what happens is you have to sign up before noon on November 1st.
Okay.
Because at that point, we will release a prompt that was decided by myself and our committee. And you will have just a little less than 2 weeks. You'll have till the 12th to create your art and turn them in.
Based on the prompt.
Based on the prompt. So if it doesn't fall within the prompt as per like what my committee decides, then it may be like not entered into the competition.
Right. It's very nice,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah.
You're not following the...
The prompt, yeah.
prompt.
And so the idea is, and it's ages 2 all the way up, like I said, and the idea is to challenge yourself as an artist, also to get more people involved instead of being like a juried art competition. I want everybody to do this. This is my whole thing. Like I've told Kandese, I think I've told you a few times, my whole thing is art is for everyone. And so I want you, whether you think you're a good artist or not, give it a shot. I mean, it's all media.
So you can paint, you can draw, you can take
Sculpt,
pictures.
whatever.
Yep.
Okay. Whatever it is that,
You
that
do.
represents the prompt.
Digital
Yes.
art. I think the only thing that we're asking is like no fan art. It's got to be like an original piece by you. Because you never know. We may do a pop-up art competition. In fact, we're talking about doing one for the con next year that is fan art based. So,
we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So if you're
And
an
it'll
art
be
teacher,
people's choice again.
ask me.
Okay.
There'll
Yep.
be age categories in which they'll be judged. So it's not going to be judged as a whole. So if you're 2, you know what I mean? You're not going to be going up against, someone who's 55, unless you're that good, because there's some savants out there.
True.
But there will be age categories, people choice again. So the images will be on our website, Facebook, and people can come in.
Okay. And
vote.
And vote
Yep.
for
Yes.
the...
And that will happen through the week after the 12th, like till the 19th, and then the winners will be announced for the 19th.
So do you go on the website or the Facebook page to sign up now, or do you have to come by and pick up an application?
Right now, come by.
Okay.
And then as
Yeah.
soon as the the website's live, we'll have all that information up there as
Yeah.
well. And you can still go through our Facebook page.
I can also email you the application. The idea of the application is we have it on file,
Sure.
And,
We have a record of
gotta
who's
tie the
coming in.
$5 too, so...
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so we got the pop-up competition. We talked about the dance class.
Yes.
We talked about George.
Yes.
We talked about
Old
Art in the Park.
George.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
We are working towards bringing back the gingerbread houses.
Oh, okay.
So, and as the event, not that you just purchase one, the event where you purchase them and you come and you make them with your families. So we're working on that for December.
Okay.
As well as working with the Sons of the Pioneers to come in for a Christmas show in December as well. So,
All right. So stay tuned, as they say.
yeah.
And one more thing.
Okay.
Somebody's birthday is coming up this next
Oh
week.
no! Don't tell people my birthday. Yes, my birthday is on the 9th,
Your
which is George
birthday.
Casey. So
Yeah.
if you want to, if you like me and you're like, oh, what can I get Candace for her birthday? Come to the show, because that is my birthday.
That is your birthday?
Yeah, that's my birthday. Yes.
You're bringing George. George is coming all the way to Artesia, New
Yes.
Mexico for your birthday.
Yes, he is.
That's pretty amazing.
I know. It's
You've
pretty
been
awesome.
Pulling some strings.
Yes.
What did I say?
That's pretty neat. Well, happy birthday coming
Yeah,
up. real
thank
soon.
you.
And I'm not going to ask you either. And don't you say.
Okay, I think it's
Don't you
rude.
say.
It's rude of me to divulge her age if she doesn't want to divulge. I don't care. Y'all can know that I'm in my mid-30s because I'm not old, y'all.
Just don't say it.
Just don't say it.
Don't say
Yeah, but yeah. So.
All right. Well, check it out. The website will be launching tomorrow.
Yes.
And what will it be on the internet? Will it be...
ArtesiaArtsCouncil.com.
Okay.
The
so
usual. Yes.
That's what it will be. And then look
The
for
huge.
Artesia Arts Council on Facebook. It's the Facebook page with the Art in the Park
Yes. Logo.
Yes.
logo on
Looks
there.
all fancy.
It does. It does. Well, we have the poster on the door, and I've seen them around
Yes.
town. So
Thank you for that, by the
really
way.
excited. I think we're supposed to be there doing some radio broadcasting that.
Yes, thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, we told Sean, you're working. So that's so, and he does a great job on the remote. So you'll be
Sounds
happy
good.
to have him
Sounds
out there.
good, yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
Well, I think we got it all.
Yes.
All right.